Good morning. So today I am taking myself out on South Date is what I'm gonna call it. And basically I'm gonna go to London to go see the Phantom of the Opera. Hopefully gonna walk around a bit, go see some of the national galleries, and then I'm gonna end the day off at a food place right next to the train station. And honestly it's gonna be how many, I don't even recall how many months since, sorry for the pause, it'll be like 6 months, not even more, potentially, since I've had Bangladeshi food. So that's my main priority of this trip, outside of seeing the opera. Forgot to mention that I am currently doing the 48-minute trek to the train station. That's why I'm outside. A bakery and bought some goods for the train. Let's see how it is. I feel like it was a Portuguese, more like, I can't tell if it's like a Brazilian Portuguese or like a Portugal Portuguese bakery, but it seemed good and it was on the way. So let's see how it is. Okay, so I just got off the train and I felt so bad because I had a hacking cough during the ride, but now we're in London, so we'll see how the day goes. Okay, my plan right now is I'm going to the National Gallery. I'll spend a couple hours there, then head to the opera. So I guess I'll see you.
Spears. 4 hours after being shot, one here.
If you had the palaver, you know what I mean? I guess it was tough away.
Stupid fisherman getting in the way. Just go up. Yeah. So.
quick review of the gallery. I really like the exhibits and probably have some details of what I really liked. Like, so I went to the National Portrait Gallery and that one was nice, but I think the main National Gallery has a host of more like Renaissance type paintings, so I really like that. And then I ended up buying a book, so let's read. Okay, baller. So I came back home and I did not video or record any of the rest of my day after the Phantom of the Opera, to which I want to say it was an amazing performance. Like, I think of all the musicals I've watched, which is not too many, but I've watched pretty high-end ones, this was definitely my favorite. Not just because I really liked the storyline beforehand, but also because, number one, the costume design, immaculate. Like, from the balcony, I was able to see the glitter, and it highlighted the characters that definitely were the stars of the show. One bad thing, not about the play, about me, was that I was definitely hacking a storm, and it was hard to find the moments when I could cough, but it wasn't just me. I think it was just like everyone around me was also sick, so there were a lot of people coughing. Not during the main songs, thank goodness, and actually not even during the first half. It was just during the second half when they started blasting hot air because of all the fire that that's when my coughing started happening. Other than that, honestly, like, this was a really good day. I think it's the first time you might hear me hack now. Okay, excuse me. This was actually the first time I've done anything of this sort where I take myself, oh no, like, my eyeliner smudged. Okay, it doesn't really matter because it's like the end of the day, but it's the first time I've done something like this where I took myself out and just did things on my own. I always used, not always, but I always, why do I keep using the term always? I frequently did do this sort of thing when, back when I was a freshman living in Albuquerque, and I would spend a lot of time on my own. I wouldn't like seek out fun activities, but I'd like spend time trying to find new stores or like doing art, like spending time on my hobbies. I'm like very sad that I haven't been spending time on watchmaking. As you can see right here, like, it's just been sitting around, and I think it's something I definitely want to spend more time doing next semester, before like I get busy once again. But there's like some hobbies I want to pursue, and I feel like I'm constantly busy with surrounding myself with people, which honestly I do love, like being around people, hanging out with them, and like creating those memories. But it is taking a lot of that individual time that I need, as I'm not, like, as an introvert, pseudo introvert, like, I definitely like spending time around people, but I do get drained, and I think this was like well needed to like, how do I explain it, like, to be rejuvenated, like to regain my energy that I will need definitely in the next couple of weeks when I go back to Bangladesh for the wedding. So, and that, in living in a multi-generational household, it's totally different. It's constantly around people, so I definitely need to be like more on my A game, on how to be responsive and what things I can and cannot say. Definitely the weirdest part about today was how little I spoke. I didn't even interact with people around me. It's not that I was being rude, it's just like, I think nowadays, like, I prefer the silence, and before I used to feel like it's not like I used to overcompensate and try to fill up silence in the room, but I definitely did try to keep everyone engaged, especially in big settings. I didn't want people to be bored. It's just something I intrinsically like do or take the initiative to make sure that everyone is feeling welcome and they have a good time. But I didn't have to be on my A game, so I was extremely silent. Like, I actually spent most of the day reading a book. I loved Phantom of the Opera. Today was an amazing day. I'm like literally scared the next time I go to London because I had 4% on my phone halfway through the day. I didn't have any charge. I used my iPad to take some photos and like record some things, but I was just like honestly stressed. Like, I literally used I was using a McDonald's and Shake Shack Wi-Fi by standing outside their building to figure out where to go. And then like all my cards are on my Apple Pay, and literally like I don't know why I don't have my physical debit cards on me, so I need to go look for that. And yeah, it's like extremely like I just had like that moment of like, oh fuck, like I need to like lock in. Normally I'm not like lock in like 24/7, but like right now that was definitely me. I was just like, I need to figure out. Thank goodness my Apple Card worked. I was like, they're not gonna let me on this bus and I'm gonna have to walk back 48 minutes. Got a lot of steps, bought a lot of junk food. Okay. I talked way too much about that book, but like that book ate. Like, I good money spent. Okay, so from that ends my vlog journal thing. I look like a mess. I'm extremely tired. I need to call and pack tomorrow, but I will be going to Bangladesh finally, and then after work, I have to actually work. Okay, lock in. Okay, and with that, adios.